Okay, so title is Future of Live Music, but before we go into that, let's take a look at in the past. Okay, so this is how concert looked back in 1950. Kindly change the slide. And this is in 1990. Continue. And this is in 2019. So what we saw that live music experience have remained the same for multiple decades and even for centuries. But when I imagine future, I do not see concerts happening just like that. I see virtual holograms flying towards the audience and filling up the arena. I see and concerts getting filled up with a lot of virtual objects. I see virtual performers performing in front of the real audience and doing all the stuff that the real performers cannot do. And I see virtual concerts happening in virtual venues and doing all the stuff and really taking the leverage of taking the creative freedom into doing all the stuff. In virtual venues, we can make it rain whenever we want. We can make it light up. We can make the stage light up whenever we want. I am Ans, and I am co-founder and CTO of Moshpit Studios. I've been working in immersive and music visualization space for more than 8 years. And during this time, I have done a lot of virtual reality and augmented reality stuff. So what I love doing is basically fusing multiple different technologies together to come up with a really unique solution. So coming back to the problem, we are talking about how concerts have looked same during the multiple decades. But in addition to that, there's another major problem, and that is accessibility. So concerts globally are not accessible. Unlike music, which is globally accessible by anybody, especially after the advent of internet, concerts have not gone global. And the reason for that is a lot of factors, but before, let's take a look at this slide where I put in 2019 instead of 2020. The reason for not putting 2020 there was the pandemic. We all know what happened in 2020. And when pandemic struck, whole live music industry came to a standstill. And the reason why there was no solution to make the live music industry go is that there was no alternatives available. And only alternatives that were available were based off of the video streams. And this is one of those examples where artist is performing at the center, and while all the audience is participating in that through live video or Zoom video feed. So fundamental problem in that is video format. Video is a century-old format where it is great at communicating and it is great at showcasing the entertainment, and it's great for passive entertainment, but what it cannot show is presence. Presence is something that is required to experience live music virtually. And virtual reality is the closest technology that we can use right now to mimic somebody's presence at some place. So that is exactly what Moshpit is doing to create concerts accessible around the globe. Kindly play the video.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. I'm NK Ryan, and you're watching Moshpit.
Okay, so these are a few examples of the concerts that we did last year with multiple artists. And can you? Okay, so the thing about these concerts is that these are done using our in-house developed and patented app, Moshpit Studio. And what this does is it enables any artist of any scale to curate their shows from the comfort of their living room, and they do not need any cumbersome equipment or any technical knowledge to create a concert. So, kindly. So this is a performance capture solution that we have developed in-house that basically enables any artist to record their performance and go live right in front of the audience. And that concert will be presented and published in the Moshpit metaverse, and any follower of the artist or any consumer can consume it through the Moshpit metaverse in the form of a virtual avatar. So that is the story of virtual concert, how users can be part of that through immersive technology, through virtual reality. But what if you do not want to experience that in a virtual venue? And most importantly, what if you do not want to experience that with your friends in the form of avatar? So that's where the second solution comes into play, and that is virtual performer in your own living room through augmented reality. So the app that I showed you, Moshpit Studio, the same app and the same performance created using that app can be showcased in the living room, and sir, and you can showcase your performance. Any artist can showcase the performance in the actual living room or actual studio or wherever the space. And by this solution, by this solution, anybody can literally turn their living room into a mosh pit. Okay, so virtual concert, kindly change the. Virtual concert in the virtual venue is all great, and virtual concert in real venue with virtual performer is all good, but nothing beats the experience of real world concert, because there are certain subtleties that you cannot experience in a virtual concert, like having the effect of wind on your skin, or having vibration of the speakers, right, or feeling the energy of the crowd while you're standing right in between. So on that front, we are working on to augment the real world concert experience by incorporating multiple technologies like augmented reality and the SMD displays like this one. So the thing about concerts these days is that the arenas and venues are filled with a lot of screens. So what I believe, these screens are extremely underutilized right now, and they have potential to showcase so much more, while they are mostly being used just to showcase some generic visualization and some generic visuals, and worst, some static images. So what we are developing on that front is basically AI art generation based solution. These images are simulation created using DALL-E 2. So we are incorporating that AI art generation with the aesthetics of the artist to create a real-time solution that then, confused with the power of Unreal Engine to create real-time dynamic visualization that will be projected onto those SMD screens around the arena. So, and then on top of that, adding, this is the example of one of the concerts that we did 2 months back with Zishan Ali. Switch. So on top of that, that can be augmented with the augmented reality, and the visuals that are on screen can come out live in the real world. So to summarize it all, virtual concerts in virtual venue, virtual concert in real venue with virtual performer, and real world concerts with SMD screens or holograms is all that we are, different dimensions that Moshpit is working on. And I believe while working on all these technologies, we are not just creating future of live music, but rather entertainment for next generation. Thank you.